FIFA World Cup also stands for Federation International Association Football. It is one of the largest events that attracts over 5 billion audiences globally, costs approximately 6.5 billion US dollars. This is based on the recent report released from the task. All five major continents already held and put on one World Cup, and those tournaments had been flocked with numerous people and crowded coming from 17 countries, which recent one just took place in Qatar in the year 2022. However, this magnificent, crowded event is normally conducted once every other 4 years. And the questions that people might left hanging is the unbearable inquiry of what exactly will happen to those stadiums after the World Cup matches, and how are people making use of such stadium moving forward. Let us all together discover and dig deeper the answers to these interesting questions. Stadiums in Qatar. Qatar has a total of 7 stadiums, namely the Bayt Stadium, Khalifa International Stadium, Al Thumama Stadium, Ahmed bin Ali Stadium, Lusail Stadium, Stadium 974, Education City Stadium, and last but not the least, the Al Janoub Stadium. It was mentioned that one among these stadiums will soon be dismantled after the tournament. The unfortunate stadium is called Stadium 974 at Doha. This stadium, previously known as Ras Abu Abaud Stadium, about 10 kilometers east of Doha. It has the capacity of accommodating a total of 44,089 audiences. Recent statement disclosed and provided by one of the World Cup's event organizers said that this said football stadium is now under dismantleship status. Reason for this is because this stadium is made of recycled shipping containers, which allows it to be more easier for resembling and dismantleship process. It also has been said and stated that the dismantleship will be completed and shipped to a still yet to be stadium based on the country's need of a second-hand stadium. The idea for this is to happen after the tournament and have it shipped to another country who needs infrastructure. One solid reason also for this decision is because this is the only stadium that already held multiple matches. Yet this is as well the only stadium that has no air condition, so most of the match held was on the evenings. There are also added statements that this will allow the stadium to be restored or perhaps reused to a different function. Qatar's 974 is not the only stadium that was built just to disappear. We also have few stadiums that already closed. But not all stadiums are meant to disappear after matches. Some are also being carefully improvised and renovated. One among these is the Estadio Azteca Sports Stadium in Mexico. This stadium in Mexico is the one that held the World Cup tournament in the year 1986. The said renovations of this stadium had led to reduce its capacity to an approximate of 87,000. A lot of recent reviews has been said that during matches, this stadium now have great service, food and drinks, along with a tournament that is so exciting and with high energy. Yokohama International Stadium in Japan and South Korea. This is the stadium that held the 2002 World Cup. and this stadium still exists up until today. This serves after the match as the biggest stadium in Japan. It is now being used for further matches. Plenty of stadiums are being maintained so that they will be used in future years in holding this worldwide football tournament. But in the case of Maracanã Stadium, located in Brazil, this stadium is the one that held the World Cup tournament in the year 2014. But the preceding status of this stadium is completely different. It has been reported that it went abandoned after the tournament. Reasons for this is because of some unwanted controversies, where a scandal happened which resulted into vandals ripping out thousands of seats and stealing televisions. Now this stadium lay dormant because of being dried up field covered with brown spots and other damaged windows and doors. All the status of World Cup stadiums after matches varies completely, and they are depending on a lot of things. It may be from its location, how well it is being taken care of, the decisions of the public, or even influential unknown citizens, or just because of the weather that affects preceding status of the football stadium grounds. But it is certain that most of the old stadiums will eventually be dismantled, and some are also being considered to undergo recycling process. They might also end up into renovations, and these renovations are for the purpose of downsizing, or even perhaps for the purpose of transforming them into residential or shopping destinations, which will later on be an asset for the particular location. Our next World Cup tournament will happen few years from now, and it will be in the year 2026. This time, a lot of stadiums will then be used. We'll see from there what will happen next to these stadiums after all the matches of this one-time event. Thank you so much for watching our video. Before leaving, don't forget to leave us a comment on your thoughts down below. We invite you to subscribe and hit the like button to stay updated on our next videos. We're excited to have you on our next one.